Hello, love. I am inviting you now into this sacred space, this sanctuary, because we're going to get ready to do some identity transformation work that is going to have a ricochet effect across the collective. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm being guided in particular by the angelic realm and the Venusian angelic realm and the energies of Mama Iset, the Great Mother of 10,000 names, to guide us through this. So if this is not for you, you can click off now. You must agree to this of your own free will. If it resonates for you, that is the beauty of divine free will. Part of this is an energetic update. I'm doing this because the energy right now is asking for it. This is going to resonate for you if you have been feeling a restlessness lately around who you are as a sensitive soul, as an empathic soul, as someone who is on a spiritual journey, if you also resonate as being a starseed or lightworker. It's going to ping for you if you feel, again, like you have already had, I don't know how many lives in this lifetime, and you know that it's time to shift. This is also going to resonate for you if you believe in the power of alchemy, alchemizing the shadow, turning shit into gold, as I like to say. This is also going to resonate for you if you are one of the Dragonborn. I'm being guided also to share any love of dragons in general. Somebody may have been watching something about dragons recently. That's just specific coming through now. I'm also getting the energy of My Little Pony, Pegasus, anything to do with horses. We are in a fire horse year, so that could be part of it. Okay. And I will be popping some cards as well. And Spirit, the energies here that I'm working with are guiding me to do that in this sort of foretelling of the energies moving forward. That's a first as we close out this particular message and this particular video. So let's get started. I'm going to invite you now into this sacred space, and I also invite you to create sacred space for yourself before we get into this. Okay, you can pause the video, set up your sacred space, and then come back here. Some of you may already be watching this in sacred space, which is amazing if you are. We're going to be alchemizing the energy here of being available energetically for people who are not available for you, into being energetically available and aligned in right relationship to the people who are energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually available for you. And I'm going to be working with the energy here of I'm hearing the blue flame, the blue ray. I also refer to this as witch's fire. This is a healing energy. It's very connected to the Divine Mother. It's very connected to Mother Mary, Mama Iset, okay? So I'm going to invite you now to just get really comfortable with me, and I'm being guided by them through this. I don't ever know how this is going to go. I just set up the sacred space, and we do it now, okay? So, taking in a deep breath, filling the belly with this breath, breathing out, being invited now to place your hands on your belly. on your womb space if you are a woman. If you are a man, I'm also being guided to show you the energy here of actually holding your diaphragm with both hands, okay? We're going to be channeling this blue flame energy, this witch's fire energy now. I want you to imagine it in your mind's eye as if it's right in front of you, just 2-3 feet right in front of you at eye level. And with our breath now, we're going to be breathing in this light energy through the nose, directing it down into the womb, the belly space, through our pillar of light. Some of you might want to imagine this or see this or actually feel this, right? Moving through the nostrils into the kind of nasal cavity, the sinuses, breathing that down through the throat, through the heart space, through the solar plexus and into the belly. And now I'm being guided as you're breathing in this light and this energy, all for our highest and greatest good and for our deepest healing and growth and alchemy. I'm seeing the energy of 2 swans now coming together and their necks making a heart shape. This is, if you are familiar with this image from the Tarot of Dreams, I'm seeing the 2 of Cups in that particular deck. This is an image. The Venusians are showing me this now. Hold this image in your mind and just listen to me as I narrate this in a sense, like you're watching a story. This is the energy, the frequency of right relationship. And I'm hearing with that your swan song being taken in by the other, and the other's swan song being taken in by you. Feel into the energy now and the frequency of what it is like, however it feels to you, of what it feels like to be in right relationship with someone. You can bring up the energy of right relationship, perhaps that you've already experienced. You can also imagine now what it would feel like to be in right relationship with someone. How would you be around them? How would you act around them? I'm getting a lot of childlike, goofy energy coming through with that too. I'm seeing a lot of blue and orange as well. I'm seeing a lot of rainbow light. I'm hearing rainbow children, crystal children. This is a very free energy, an energy of wonder and possibility for some of us, okay? For some of us, it is a deep stillness in being seen and loved. So feel into that energy now. Feel into the frequency. And what we're going to do now is we're going to lock this into our energetic field. We're going to seal this into our energetic field. So what the Venusians are directing me to do now is, of your divine free will in accepting this and honoring this for yourself, we're going to seal this energy in a rainbow light around your auric field. Imagine this rainbow colored egg now filling your auric field, and right at the top, at the crown and the soul, between the crown and the soul star chakra is how they're showing it to me, kind of in this energy field right up here. Do it where it actually feels right for you, is what they're guiding me. I want you to seal this energy in like with a bow. See yourself, this energy, wrapping itself up like a bow right above you. And if you feel guided to repeat after me, directly. I'm channeling this directly from them. I align fully, deeply, in all directions of time and space with right relationship. I am sovereign. I am free in this. I choose this of my divine free will. I learn to trust my guidance even more with every boundary that I place, with every boundary that I exercise, with my discernment and with my light. I trust that I am being guided into right relationship with the other. I am in right relationship with the beloved. I am in right relationship with the divine. Make this your new mantra. Make this your prayer. And they want me to repeat now. I am only available for those who are energetically available for me. I am aligned to those who are aligned to me. I'm hearing the word with that reciprocity. I'm also hearing with that it's okay to want this. We're going to get into that in the next part of this. So I just want you to take a deep breath in now. Let it out. Sigh it out. Direct your energy back to your feet. Feel into your body now as we come out of this space. And if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes now, coming back into the physical space that you are in. Saying, I am here now, I am present in this body. I'm hearing the word sacred and true. Okay? All right. I'm feeling called to say, and you can say this after you affirm this, you can say, and so it is. La alam amin amen. You can say it as a prayer, ashe, asha. Okay? Those are some of the sacred energy language that has come through before with all these different energies, okay? Ashe, Asha is really sticking right now with the energies of the Lemurian priestess, and Ashe, Asha, okay, who's coming through. So maybe for some of you, you have a connection with that. Okay, so let's just have a little bit of a chat now. And I'm inviting you to also leave any comments around this. Around this kind of feeling of guilt that comes up. This sort of feeling of guilt. Feeling like really the deeper thing, the Venusians, what they're directing me to say here is the deeper thing is feeling unworthy. Surprise, surprise, because when is that ever not a thing? Especially for empath, starseeds, lightworkers, spiritual empath, sensitive souls. Part of this is indoctrination programming, how we're raised, and also I'm hearing the genetic blueprint. Okay. I'm also hearing implants with that too. So take whatever resonates here. Okay. Remember that whatever attempted obstacles, okay, have been put in your way, remember that you're still doing the work. I just want to remind you of that, okay? That's something very personal to me. Despite all the glitches that may have been put in your way, you're still doing the work, aren't you? You're still here, you're still doing the work, okay? Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you unless you allow it to, right? Now, if you're here, there's a very, very good chance that you're not allowing it. I can just tell you that right off the bat, okay? So let's just hash this out a little bit. Let's soften into this a little bit, okay? And not feel so bad about this anymore. Because there is a guilt that can come up around this. There's a guilt that can come up around wanting to affirm that you are no longer available for people who are not available to you. And I'm hearing with that savior complex. That's what I'm hearing. And the distorted ways that the teachings of Christ and Christ consciousness have been delivered to us. That's exactly what I'm hearing verbatim from the Venusians. Now, these distortions have been deliberately created through a hierarchical power structure that wants to keep sensitive, beautiful, giving souls small and in a state of powerlessness. This is the truth that you need to hear right now. That's what they're saying to me. Please feel into this energetically and understand that it is up to you to do the work. The first care that we need to give is to ourselves. The amount of love and devotion that we give to others as sensitive souls, as empathic souls, is the measurement of the amount of love that we can give to ourselves. Do whatever work needs to be done in the alchemization of this, because it will unlock you in terms of the power that you have within. And understand that you are capable of this more than you know. Now, on that note, they want me to just go to some cards here, because what they're saying to me is that we're at a point now, frequency-wise, where we're not mulling over this anymore. What's happening, and this is going to be kind of a bit of an energetic update right now, the frequencies that we are absorbing, everything from the work that we are all doing, the alchemy that we are all doing on ourselves, especially emotionally, how that is reverberating across the collective, okay? And especially for all other empathic, sensitive souls that we are connected to, that is shifting. There are huge shifts happening for the better in that respect. Then there is the actual physical aspects of light, solar flares, hitting the divine matrix, hitting Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, the shifts that are happening in the Schumann resonance. It's mind-boggling what's going on right now. And because of all of these things that are happening energetically, the pulse of Mama Gaia is shifting. It has shifted. It's continuing to shift and expand. The healing work that we were doing even 2 years ago, like it has not been a long time ago. It's crazy how fast this has happened. It's happening much more quickly now. Have you noticed? A little while ago, I was talking about having like 3 dark night of the souls that lasted the span of 2 to 3 hours, 1818 on the counter as I say that. It's crazy what's going on right now. It's like things are just moving at a rate exponentially is what I'm hearing. They're just moving way more quickly. Alchemy is happening much faster, and there's no need to mull over, how am I going to do this? How do I shift this? How do I heal this? The most important thing that's happening right now is you must declare it. That's what they're giving me. And you begin to take the steps, little steps, in the direction of embodying what this energy feels like in you, which is why they had us do this kind of guided meditation in the beginning, sort of setting the foundation or setting the stage. So there's really not much more to say on that. And they want me to get to the cards right away in terms of what to look for moving forward. Okay, so I'm going to be asking through Elene Fairchild's Sacred Rebels Oracle, because we are all sacred rebels. Those of you who are here are sacred rebels. I'm going to pop some cards from the Light Seers Tarot as well. And that's how we're going to close out this reading. I am working, by the way, with a lot of green crystal energy at the moment, and the energy specifically of Archangel Raphael, who is one of my main guides. I'm bringing in the energy of emerald here, this raw piece of emerald, so feel into the frequency of that, and this beautiful rainbow fluorite. I'm also being guided here to invite you to work with the energy of the pentagram if that's something that resonates for you. The pentagram in the elemental sense, the protection sense, and also its connection to Archangel Raphael in that respect. Pentagram, not necessarily pentacle, okay? But the pentacle is relevant here because the pentagram helps you to ground this energy, okay? And if that's something that's pinging for you, look into that. Look into working with the energies of the pentagram, okay? So we just want one kind of directive card, whatever spirit wants to bring through here. I'm feeling the energy very specifically now of the green dragon, the green ray. Oh my God, that was a lot. Archangel Raphael wanting to come through for this. Okay, he just wants me to list off all of them. So 28, collaborative dreaming at the bottom of the deck. Feel into the energy of that. Collaborative dreaming. 10, the energy of the number 10, 2, and 8 coming through for that. So it's going to be a little rapid fire now. So get ready. Confirmations here of dream work, of things happening on the astral. These are things that you may have been experiencing up until this point. There is a lot of collaborative dream work happening between right relationshiped souls, is what they're saying to me. Power of attraction. Number 13, there is a massive transformation going on at the moment around our power and point of attraction is what I'm hearing. Visions of life beyond death. Number 44, they're saying to me that this is also happening for some of us in the dream space. Look at the energies here, the peacock, the raven, and the owl. Look at all of these eyes. So much angelic seraphim energy. Also connected to this group. Something just clicked, and I don't know what that was. I just heard a massive click. Maybe that's clicking for you. Number 44, angelic protection. I'm hearing again points of power. Free from judgment, free to love. Number 39, 12, that's the hanged man energy. This card is bringing in a massive energy of rest. Some of us needing to rest. Disconnect from electronics, disconnect from social media. At this point, I would hope that you've already disconnected from the news and all the propaganda coming in through the news. Okay, you know what I mean. If you know, you know. 30, the perfection of your life. All I'm hearing with this is divine matrix. This is also moving forward. A frequency shift happening around seeing all the things and the blessings in your life. For some of us, this is Kundalini awakening. This is like another awakening on the horizon with the 3 and the 0, number 30 coming out there. A new start from a much more divine feminine vantage point is what I'm hearing, because we've also got this receiving card coming out. These are all the goodies that are coming in is what I'm hearing, the goodies that are coming in. A lot of divine feminine energy, blessings of the mother is what I'm hearing with that. 27 is a 9. This is about being in a receiving energy again. There is no need to push. For some of us, we need to hear we've already done the work. And now it's about reaping the rewards of that. This is also about receiving right relationships. So there may be some challenges. And this is always what happens when we're kind of bridging and stepping into our new selves, stepping into another identity transformation, soul growth. There's that old bit of us that still comes up to be exercised. Yeah, purged, okay? Oh my goodness, look at this. That's the back of the deck, and that's the card. I got confused there for a second. There's a lot of mirroring going on as well. 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. I'm hearing DNA activation and upgrades happening with that. They want me to read just the first excerpt of that, because if you know Amanda Fairchild, you know the stuff that she read. Her writing is just beautiful. Okay. In the chaos of modern life, and the constant fluctuation of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lives within, yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activity, there is an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Some might call it source, returning back home to you, which is what this space is all about, okay? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. This is the heart of the cosmos. 21, the world card, okay? Full circle, coming back to where we originated from. One of the things I have to say here that's really being kind of emphasized is that when you are in right relationship, it feels like this. At a much deeper level, this is what it feels like. It feels like you've come back home. You're not just coming back home to you. You're coming back home to souls that almost like in a way originate from the same place, or simply put, souls that feel like home. And this is something that oftentimes we cannot explain it. We just can't explain it. It's not something that can be logically explained. It is a knowing, okay? They're also directing me to this paragraph here. I'm going to close it out here and then pop some tarot as well. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life, and they're applying this specifically to relationships, okay? But you're going to be noticing now that you are much more sensitive and attuned to when something is off in a relationship now, energetically. Gone are the days and the times where we would be much more in our heads about it. This is happening collectively as empaths and sensitive souls, spiritually sensitive, okay? There is a huge shift that's been going on the last little while with this. Especially the last 6 months is what they're showing me. We're just becoming so much more attuned to it that it is now legit uncomfortable. Like we cannot even be in relationships or connections anymore where this is off. That's actually a really good sign is what they're showing me, that the moment you're like, I can't do this anymore, something takes over and you need to stop. And for some of us, it means just pulling back our energy. We don't always have to explain it to people. They don't need to know. You can do it gracefully. You can do it with love. Some people need to know. Sometimes it is about stating our needs, because that in and of itself is a healing thing to do and an alchemical thing to do. You are discerning when it comes to that. Use your discernment, right? But give yourself the grace of space is what they're saying to me, okay? The oracle here, this card brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared and the appropriate outcome of the mind waving the white flag of surrender is imminent. So you're not mulling it over anymore. Soon, if not already, you will finally be freeing, it says that your heart, freeing your heart. This is going to free your heart. Finally be feeling that your heart is leading you. You will feel that your mind is learning to follow the guidance of your heart. And what they're showing me with that is the energy of the mind and the heart like coming together. It's like almost like your mind is now embodying your heart. That's how it's coming through energetically. Your mind can become more relaxed and trusting. There will be a period of adjustment as you get used to living without so much foresight, but with more insight, wisdom, and energy in the present moment to create, okay? Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to read this next little part here. She has a healing process for each of these cards, right? So I invite you to do this if you feel. You can do it now with me. she says you can lie on your back here. I'm just going to sit up back here and kind of put my hand on my heart here and open my chest and say, I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You beat in harmony with the greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. And the Venusians want me to add here, you beat in harmony with the greater plan of right relationship. Okay? Now, let's pop some cards here. I'm going to close out this reading with any kind of extra little energy that wants to come through. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is an energy about being in your true embodying. Thank you. Your true colors. They want me putting that right over the power of attraction. When you embody the truth of who you are, your true colors, when you are not hiding your needs anymore, you become a massive point of attraction. And with this being the number 13, power of attraction, it's going to create massive change in your life. I'm getting that the energies of the next, like Leo season, I feel like Leo season into September, these next 3 months or so, this is kind of the timely aspect of this message. However, if you do find this outside of the timely aspect, in the timeless sense, 3131 on the counter as I say that, 448, yes, the energy of strength, Leo, the sun, creating solid foundations for yourself. These are too many cards, they want me to go back. Is a lot of energy. These cards just want to like, what was I saying? Leo season, yes. So, and if it's the timeless aspect of this is the next 3 months. Something about the next 3 months. 3 is the energy of creation and change. 3 of Pentacles, this is beautiful. Okay. Synergy. When you embody truly who you are, I'm hearing put yourself on the path of voicing your needs. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm also getting, though, be discerning about who you're sharing this with, okay? Sometimes, this is really interesting, and this is something that I personally have been grappling with. Yeah, look at that. This card wants to come out, too. What is this? Yeah. 6 of Cups in reverse. Let's get into this for a little bit. Thank you, Spirit. With the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so for me, I mean, this is speaking to me, really personally, around relationships, okay? Now, these could be karmic connections. And when I say karmic here, I mean connections that have been challenging, connections where you are not exactly on the same frequency, you're different, there is a lack of understanding, especially coming from the other party. And it could be you too, right? Because until we alchemize all of this and become aware of it, we are also functioning from a kind of subconscious place, okay? From a wounded place is what I'm hearing. A wounded masculine, a wounded feminine place, okay? So we need to be discerning about that with this Queen of Swords coming up here. We need to be discerning about who we're also spending time with energetically. We need to be discerning about the material. What's coming through here is people who kind of hold the material world like dangling a carrot in front of us, even though a lot of us have sort of, I feel like a lot of us have already kind of transmuted that. But it could be a place of feeling like I can't do this, like I'm too locked into this relationship. There's too much history here. Like I'm getting the energy of Taurus, if any of you are familiar with that, but the sort of more dysfunctional, unhealthy aspects of Taurus, meaning we get comfortable, we get complacent, we fear change, we fear the transformation. There's just too much shit going on. It's like this energy of like, really like another big change right now. Be gentle with yourself is what I'm hearing with that. Come into the sanctuary. Come back to this energy. Go into the heart, connect with source. That's where you're going to get the answers. That's where you're going to find the peace. I also want to remind us that as sensitive souls, connecting with source energy in meditation, because we're all connected, okay? But it's this energy of very mindfully, deliberately inviting source energy to wash through your energetic field. I think that's the best way that I can, connecting with it in that way. The Venusians are bringing in the energy of the Venusian realm, the Venusian healing realm, with like all this waterfall energy and water being very sacred in this. So they're even showing me a really practical way, 3535 on the counter as I say this. A really practical way to do this is when you're in the shower. Especially if you take a shower every morning or every evening. See source energy emanating through the shower and washing itself over you and through you. Because there is a lot of peace that we can find in that. Also inviting in the energy of Mana Idor, the mother water, okay? This energy of cleansing, the energy of the cups, the energy of the blue flame is what they're showing me, the witch's fire. You can see this moving through you as you take a shower, okay? This is a beautiful way to just connect to that place. It's within each and every one of us because we all came from there, okay? Now, last thing I'm going to say here is this. If you need to pull back from some situation, someone, and you know that if you were to open up a conversation with this person to try and explain that to them, and you are going to be met with more disappointment, misunderstanding, because energetically, you know, you are intuitive enough to know this. You know that it is not the right time. You know that perhaps it's not the right place to do it. It is okay to do that. Like I said, you choose of your own free will. But with this Queen of Swords coming out, the message is very, very clear. You do not need to explain yourself to anyone. This is a really beautiful example of silence speaking for itself. I feel like some of us really need to hear that right now. They're really directing me to these flags for some reason. Yeah, it's the element of air. And then we've got, it's a red flag, a red and a yellow flag. So you see, that's perfect, Spirit. Thank you. You've seen the flags. Maybe you've already pointed that out. And you got met, they're really directing me to a personal experience here. Okay, yeah, and maybe you got met with total wall. For some of us, it's specifically the situation of, and this is something that personally happened to me not that long ago, where in a particular relationship, I wanted more from this relationship than the other person could give because of where they were at. And a lot of this had to do with because it was connected to family and reconnecting and sort of almost reconciling a little bit in this particular situation. But I was met with a wall. I was met with someone who was still very coming from a wounded place, okay? And stating to them in that moment, and maybe this is going to ping for some of you, that, wanting to be in this relationship and being open with each other, right? If they're not capable of that, that's okay. Yeah, it can be disappointing. Yeah, it's not fun. If you need to pull back your energy because this is a frequency also that you're feeling is not healthy for you anymore, you do not have to explain yourself to anyone, including yourself. Do what you know feels right for you. And also trust that timing, in some instances, there will be a timing, a chance, an opportunity for If some of us are wanting more closure in a particular situation, if some of us just want to get to a point where, I don't know, we feel at peace about this, is kind of what I'm getting with it. When that opportunity arises and you feel it, know that it is there. All right? Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being incarnated here at this time and taking this master class in Earth School with me, with us. I love you. Thank you to the beautiful energies coming through for this reading. The Venusians, Mother Mary, Mama Iset, the angelic realm, Archangel Raphael. I thank you for being here, beautiful soul. If you are feeling called to work with me, all that information is in the description box below. I'm sending you so much love wherever you are here on beautiful Mama Gaia in love and liberation, always.